Yeah, you're dealing with a girl with zero acting experience, so.
Yeah, but you just gotta get real drunk right now. Not like actually, but you have like the span of the video. Like right now, you should be like more tipsy. Yeah, chug it. Chug it. Chug it.
I wonder if you could put this into.
Chug it. Chug it. Ooh, ooh, yeah.
Bottoms up. I'm like genuinely trying to get there. You guys ready to rock?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rolling.
Okay. Today we're going to talk about the Communications Act of 1934. So basically what it is it's a federal law signed by Franklin D. Roosevelt, the homie, on June 19th, 1934. And basically what it was the FRC replaced the FCC. You're probably wondering what the both of those are. The FRC regulates radio and the FCC regulates wire and radio. I don't know, Ryan will put it on the screen.
The burp was great.
I wish that burp was. I'm looking at the. Damn it.
Democracy.
I'm gonna really try really hard not to laugh. Let's talk about how it worked to expand democracy. These broadcasters were required to sort of work to operate in the public interest specifically. So what does that mean? The reason why they were regulating wire and radio was because they wanted to eliminate discrimination against race, color, religion, sex. Insert the rest here. I think I need more. Perfect. Wait. Nice. Do we need to do that again?
Just say that.
See, it's not that easy. And you have all this stuff. So in May 1933, Daniel C. Roper, Secretary of Commerce, did a study that kind of came up with a proposed reorganization of his department, and that sort of shifted all of the communications regulatory functions. And they talked about how they were going to implement sort of this whole new thing. Investigation. Same words, different words. So basically this guy named Josephus Daniels made Roosevelt aware of all these broadcasting issues. And so then Roosevelt was like, okay, I'm going to appoint you, Daniel C. Roper, and you're going to basically help study electronic communication. And that's kind of how it all started. Then Roper appointed a committee of four. I don't think I could do this, you guys. What? So on September 8th, this committee submitted an 8-page, single-spaced report, which is what, 16 double-spaced report? Every student's worst nightmare.
Yeah, that's what.
I don't know why.
That was so great. Nightmare.
Whatever.
It's good. It's good. I love it.
In early January, Roosevelt met with Rayburn, Dill, and Roper to discuss the whole shindig and everything that they were talking about and everything that they were going to do. And they discussed the whole Roper report, which was released to the public. And this thing stated that the problems of the broadcasting, and this whole report was 14 pages long, and it barely was even mentioned in the radio.
Yeah, the radio wasn't mentioned in the report, and it was about the radio. So that's why it was a big thing.
Oh, the report didn't mention the radio?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good though.
So then on January 24th, they went back and forth with all these letters, and finally Roper was like, can I have one more committee to study the broadcasting? And Roosevelt was like, okay. So the study was then dropped in February because Rayburn convinced Roosevelt that it was basically unnecessary and stupid and just useless. I literally have about 15 minutes before this alcohol kicks in, and who knows what's gonna be coming out of my mouth. Okay, we'll be good. Okay, I'm ready. So after all of this back and forth happened, and all these legislations were talked about, and all these committees were formed. Okay, wait. Sorry, I totally messed that up. So after all of this back and forth happened, and a million committees were formed, and a billion papers were signed, we're finally getting somewhere. So now let's talk about all the controversial shit. Sorry, I keep cussing. I need to drink. Do you want this? Is it okay if I go from the bottle?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Hold on. So on May 15th, the Wagner Amendment was formed. Wait, it wasn't formed. It was reached the floor. It wasn't ever formed. I'm so drunk. I'm sorry.
Wait, also.
I know what I'm trying to say. I just can't form the words. Okay. Oh my god. Oh I forgot to explain the Wagner Hatfield. I forgot to explain what it was. Okay, so basically, it was intended to give back 25% of radio spectrum back to non-commercial use. So like schools, churches, universities, nonprofits, basically. You know what I'm saying? And it was voted down from 42 no votes to 23 yes votes. 2 weeks later, the House finally passed the bill, and President Roosevelt signed the Communication Act of 1934. Yippee! June 19th! So, in summary, the Communications Act of 1934 is basically the biggest thing that brought FCC to where it is today, which is something that we all know about, that we're all familiar with, or if you're not, you should be, you know what I mean? I